Hi beauties, it's Erica with TheeBeautyBuff and welcome back to my channel. If you enjoy a channel full of beauty, fashion, and lifestyle, then please consider subscribing below. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Give this video a thumbs up and then comment down below and let me know if you enjoyed it or not. On this channel, we just like to relax and let loose, get away from the everyday grind. So if you would with me, taking a good deep breath, exhale, and let's get to this video. On today's video, I'm just going to be sharing with you this holiday look that I created here. It's just kind of like a natural soft glam type look, something I would wear for either Christmas or New Year's. Nothing really heavy, just something more glowy, more natural, just like a kind of simple eye look. It didn't take too many steps. Of course I use shimmer because of course it's the holidays, you want to use shimmer on your eyes, and then just like a little glossy juicy lip. So if you're into this type of look, I hope you enjoy the video. So like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm just going to be doing a holiday look, something that you can wear for Christmas or New Year's, something that's glam, something that's natural though, a natural glam or soft glam, because I'm going to be using the Anastasia palette. I'm going to be using the soft glam palette, and then I'm also going to be mixing that with Natasha Denona's palette, and this one is the Mini Zendo. I think the colors kind of look similar, so I'm just going to be using both of these two. So both of these are something that you can get your hands on if you don't already have them, or they have quite a few duplicate colors, like if you wanted to use palettes like the Modern Renaissance, which is really old. It's another Anastasia palette. You can use more Natasha Denona palettes. You can use ColourPop. They have a bunch of these like mauve type colors, the colors that I'm going to be using for this look. So don't think you have to use these two palettes or use any of the items that I'm showing you. I just want to share with you a glam type look that I would wear over the holidays. So I hope you enjoy the video. Just gonna moisturize my hands first so they aren't ashy on the video. And I'm just using this hand food, and it is by Soap and Glory. It has like a little light scent to it, nothing overwhelming. It's very moisturizing. They sell it in like Walgreens, Ulta. They sell it in like Walgreens or Ulta, but I really like it. It doesn't keep your hand like greasy. It rubs in really nice. It absorbs really good, so it doesn't leave your hands like all greasy and oily. Next step, I'm going to put on some lip moisturizer. And then this is just by Laneige. This is the lip sleeping mask, just so my lips aren't dry and cracked. You're going to see me looking down because my mirror is down here. So now I'm just going to start off priming my eyebrows, and you can use any primer. I'm just using my old Becca primer, and it's like a matte primer because my eyebrows are oily or do get oily. So I'll put that there, and then while that is kind of soaking in and drying up, I'm going to prime my face. And I'm just going to be using the Fenty True Matte Primer because I do have oily skin. I'm going to be using some moisturizing foundations or luminous foundations, but I don't want my skin too oily with those. And as always, I'm going to be going in with Precisely My Brow by Benefit, and this color is, and this is number 4. So I just go in and trace the bottom and the top. And I have the tails meet, fill those in, and then I just go with upstrokes. So I usually like try not to go further than like the middle, well not the center, but kind of like my nose tip here on each side. I try not to go further than that, or maybe like kind of lined up with my inner tear duct. I don't go any further than that with my eyebrows. This is my troubled brow. And all of you know eyebrows are meant to be sisters, not twins. So I'll go back with more upstrokes. You might see the lights changing because my mirror here has a light on it, like if I get closer. And then the further away I get, it goes off. And I have the Simply Human mirror. So sorry if the lighting is bothering you when it goes on and off. So I think that looks good. Now I'm going to go in with powder, and then I just use the Anastasia powder in Ebony. And this just kind of helps set my brow and kind of fills it in more, like any place that I miss with the pencil. But because my brows are oily, the powder kind of helps soak up the oil, and it makes my brows last longer and not look so oily at the end of the night. I don't know if you ever saw that, like, or had that happen to you, like at the end of the night your brows are like really oily, or you see that shine in your brow, and the powder helps with that, and also the priming that I did. Alright, so that's the powder, and now I'm going to go in with concealer and just clean up under the brow. I'm going to be using the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. It's a good day when your brows turn out good. So I'm just going to kind of blend that concealer in. Like so. And then I'm going to prime my eyes. I'm going to put some concealer down on my eyes just because I want to kind of cover up the vein in my eyes. So I go all the way from the inner tear duct to like the outer spaces and put the concealer. And then just make sure it's blended out really well. Alright, like so. And then I'm going to start by using the Natasha Denona palette, because it has the lightest color in there that I want to use, and that's this light pink color. And I'm gonna use it in my transition. Hopefully you can't hear anyone talking. I have like a house guest and she works from home, so she has to talk on the phone, you know, during her job or whatever. So hopefully if you do hear, if you do hear anything in the background, that's what that is, if you hear someone else talking. Alright, so I'm gonna go in my transition with the Natasha Denona, this pink color. I'm not sure what it is. I'll put it down below. But I'm just going in first with transition color. And it's just this little pink color. You probably can't even see it. I'm gonna zoom you in closer. I just heard my husband walk in, so he'll probably come in a second and say hello to me. Just heard him open the door. Alright. So that's how that's looking. And then I'm gonna go to the Soft Glam palette, and I'm gonna be using this color here, which is Dusty Rose. And just go right up under that color. And that is how that one's looking. Just gonna go in the crease a little bit more to deepen it up. I'm gonna see how this color, and I want to see how this color on the Natasha Denona palette does, if it deepens it up anymore. I think they're similar, these two colors that I'm using, the Dusty Rose and then this Natasha Denona color. Well, it deepened it up a little bit. You can tell. And then I'm just gonna make it a little deeper. And I'm gonna use this Cypress Umber color. It's kind of like a chocolate brown. If you wanted to, you can use a black to smoke it out more, but I'm gonna go with the brown. And I'm just keeping it right in the crease and below, in the outer V. Then I'm gonna go back in with this brush that I had and blend a little bit more. I didn't put any excess color on it. And then I'm going to use shimmer because, like I said, this is a holiday look, so of course you want shimmer. So in the middle here of my eyelid, I'm going to be using Sultry in the Soft Glam palette. And I'm just going to spray my brush because I want the full effect of the color. And I'm trying to prevent fallout. And I'm just gonna put that right in the center. And then I'm gonna go in the inner corner. I'm gonna use this little pencil brush. I'm gonna wet it. I think I'm gonna use two colors. I'm gonna use this Natasha Denona palette, this shimmer here, and then I'm gonna put some gold on top of that. So I want it really light in my inner corner, and I don't think this color is going to pop enough, but I don't want it to be full on gold. I still want that mauve color in there, so I'm just gonna put the mauve at the bottom and then put the gold on top. So that's with the mauve. And then I'm going to use glistening on top of the color that I just used. You see how now it has that gold mixed in. Like so. So it kind of brightened the inner corners for me without going full on gold. So now to make this look more like sultry, more night appropriate, I'm going to take this milk liner in, let's see, it's in the color Boss. It's like a black on a tight line. And I'm just going to add some of the gold color again, since I kind of blended it and some of it came off. So that's how we're looking. So I'm going to pause here on the eyes and start on the face. So for the face, I'm going to be using Born This Way 24 Hours. And then I'm also going to mix my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk in with it. Just because I want kind of like, not really glowy skin, but nothing matte. Just shaking it up. First, I'm going to color correct. So I just like to color correct around my mouth. I have like some veins and then darkness from, you know, the hair that grows there. It's kind of like a natural contour here. So I usually do that, and then I also use it under my eyes here. Then I'm going to use my brush, spray it a little bit, and then blend. Not really a full coverage kind of girl. I like medium coverage. So I don't know if you can see like some of my, I think they're like sunspots, not really freckles, but they're still showing through. But I don't mind that. I'm gonna put a little bit more coverage on, and then just do my cheeks. Now I'm just gonna go in with my concealers, Born That Way, the ones I use on my eyebrows. This is the Giorgio Armani. Just to brighten it up a little bit. And then I'm just gonna let that sit for a little bit and kind of dry down and get tacky. So now I'm gonna blend it in. So now I'm going to set under my eyes. I'm just using my Hourglass powder. Now I'm going to set my face with Marc Jacobs. I'm gonna put on some lashes. These are gonna be Kiss lashes, not sure. I think they're faux mink lashes, but they're already out the pack. I've used them before, so I don't exactly know the number. Alright, so lashes are on. So I'm gonna go back in with the Soft Glam palette. I'm gonna use this Dusty Rose color just to line up under my eyes. Not really line, but you know, put the shadow up under there. And I'm bringing it from the outer corner to the inner corner. And then I'm going to blend that out with the Natasha Denona, this light pink color that I started with in my transition. And then I'm just going to go around the inner corners with the gold color. So inner corners. And then because this is a night glam look, I'm going to line the bottom of my eyes. Never really do this because when I smile my eyes kind of close off. But I like the look at nighttime when your eyes are lined. Let's see how that looks compared to this one. You see how this looks compared to that? This looks more kind of like sultry, more, I think more sexy. Just gives that oomph. But when I smile, it makes my eyes close, and it doesn't really help that, but I enjoy the look nonetheless. Now I'm gonna go in and bronze. So I'm gonna use this bronzer in the Sephora palette, and it is called the Spice Market Blush Palette. Try not to go ham. So as you can see, this is kind of harsh, so I'm going to go in with my paddle brush and my powder, and I'm just going to blend that out. So it doesn't look as bad. Or as harsh, should I say. My nose is starting to itch and my eyes are starting to water. It always happens with lashes. So I'm going to use these two colors. Oh, and this palette is different. It is the Sephora blush palette. I love blush. It's just something about it, the flush that it gives to your cheeks. Kind of livens your face up. But I can go overboard, so I'm gonna stop there while I'm ahead. So I'm gonna stop here while I'm ahead because I can go overboard with blush. And I also like sweep it across my nose. That's just something that I saw a makeup artist on YouTube. It was years ago, I forgot her name, but she used to, you know, just sweep the blush across her nose. I like that. Kind of ties it in, pulls it in. And now I'm just gonna contour my nose a little bit. Not much at all. Instead of using the bronzer I just used, I'm gonna use the one from the Natasha Denona palette, and this is in tan. I'm gonna use this bronzer right here. It's not as harsh as the last bronzer that I used. My nose contour is very simple. I just usually go from my eyebrows to the tip on both sides. Also, because this is a holiday look, I'm gonna use some highlighter. I rarely use highlighter anymore. When I first started makeup, like that was my favorite part of my makeup routine, was highlighter. I'm going to be using the Jaclyn palette, and I'm going to mix these two together. And then I usually just make a C. Try not to come too far up under my eye because you don't want to highlight up under your eye. The tip of my nose, and then the center. Like that. I don't do my forehead or anything because it gets oily and I don't need any shine up there. It shines all on its own. And then lastly, I'm going to do a lip. So for the lip, I'm going to be using a combination of Whirl pencil from MAC. I'm going to be using this ColourPop lipstick and Come On Sis. It's just like a mauve color, so you can use any mauve color. You use the Kat Von D, what was it called? Kat Von D Lolita. You can use one of Kylie's, or it's not really Kat Von D anymore, it's KVD. But you can use that, you can use Kylie, It's like so many different mauve lipsticks out there, so pick and choose whichever one you want. I'm just going to line my lips. I guess I should take off the lip moisturizer now. Then I'm going to apply the lipstick. Like that. I know some people may not think this is a holiday color, but because of the eyes, I don't want to do like a red lip or anything. So I'm just like doing something that actually kind of, you know, is uniform or matches the eyes. And then because this is a holiday look, on the lips I'm gonna go for a gloss because we gotta shine. At the holiday party, you want those lips to be all juicy. Like that. Alright, so I'm just going to take my braids down. I know you're like, this is not a holiday look with those braids, but I like braids. Alright beauty, so this completes the holiday look using the Soft Glam and Natasha Denona Mini Zendo palette. I hope you enjoyed the video. These are the eyes. And the face. Alright beauty, so I hope you enjoyed the video today. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads. And as always, thank you so much for spending a part of your day with me. Remember to spend some time with God as well, and I hope to see you in my next video.